Okay, let's see here. I think for today we're just gonna start doing some coding. Let's do some coding. I should have not done that. All right, rank up, baby. 4Q. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna do well on this. All right, so given a 2D array and a number of generations, compute n time steps of Conway's game of life. Do I have to read that? A 2D array and a number of generations, compute the time steps of Conway's game of life. This sounds really tough. I'm already confused. I'm already intimidated by what the instruction is supposed to be. The rules of the game are any live cell with fewer than 2 live neighbors dies. Hold on one sec. Okay, whatever. Sorry about that. This is gonna be really tough. I have no idea what to do. 4Q. This is like the toughest problem I've ever actually encountered because I'm just still in the middle of learning. The rules of the game. Okay, so we're actually working on this thing called Conway's Game of Life. And the rules of the game is any live cell with fewer than 2 live neighbors dies as if caused by underpopulation. 615 of 1,741. So 615 people actually submitted this. Any live cell with more than 3 live neighbor dies as if by overcrowding. Any live cell with 2 or 3 live neighbor lives on the next generation. Any dead cells with exactly I already lost my attention span just now. Each cell's neighborhood is 8 cells immediately around it. The universe is infinite in both the x and y dimensions of all cells are initially dead except for those that are specified in the arguments. The return value should be 2D array cropped around all of the living cells. For illustration purposes, 0 and 1 would be represented as this and this blocks respectively. And then you can take advantage of the HTMLize function to get a text representation. What the heck? I'm so confused. Conway's Game of Life. What is that? Game of Life, simply known as Life, is a cellular automation devised by the British mathematician John Conway in 1970. This game is a zero-player game, meaning that its evolution is determined by its initial state, requiring no further input. One interacts with the Game of Life by creating an initial configuration, observing how it evolves, or for advanced players by creating patterns with particular properties. What the? And this is 4th queue? This is not even... okay. Any live cell. Fewer than 2 live neighborhood dies as caused by it. Each cell's neighborhood is 8 cells immediately around it. The universe is infinite in both the x and y dimensions, and all cells are initially dead. And except for those specified in the arguments, the return value should be 2D array cropped around all of the living cells. If there are no living cells, then return nothing. Why can't I understand this? I don't want to do this one. This one's puzzles and arrays. I don't like this. I'm gonna go next. I'm so confused with this question. Each cell's neighborhood is 8 cells immediately around it. I wonder if I could draw this. Okay. I want to try to make a drawing first. Whatever. Okay. So I want to try to make sense of this a little bit. If I still can't make sense of this It's either because I'm too stupid, which most likely is. If I can't figure this out in 20 minutes, this question in itself, I'm just gonna move on. I'm not sure, maybe. I think I can. Maybe I could. That's okay. Alright, so for the next 20 minutes, if this doesn't make sense to me in 20 minutes, I'm just gonna move on because I have no idea how this works. So, any live cell, so this is the rules, right? The rules of the game is one, any cell fewer than 2 live neighbor dies. What? Okay, any cell with 2 live neighbors? Live neighbors? What do you mean live neighbors? Like 2 live neighbors? Like there's dyers? What? Any live cell with fewer than 2 live neighbors dies as it caused by underpopulation. Okay. Any live cell? Live cell? What's a live cell? Live cell? Any live cell? Live? Any? Why can't you just say any cell with more than 3 living neighbors that are dies? Live? What the hell does live mean? This is grammar. As if by overcrowding. Okay, so if there's cells with more than 3 neighbors. See, here's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining like this. This is a cell, and if there's 2 neighbors, it dies caused by underpopulation. Regarding the first rule. Is that how I'm supposed to think? Any any cell with more than 3 live? What the hell does live mean? I'm gonna hold on. Game of life. It's a 0-player gaming, meaning that everything's just whatever automated. The universe of the game of life is infinite, 2-dimensional orthogonal grid of cells. Every cell interacts with its 8 neighbors. What's a cell? 2-dimensional orthogonal grid of square cells. I'm so stupid. I don't even know what that means. Orthogonal. In my orthogonality is a notion of perpendicular. Okay, so it's perpendicular. This is some bullshit. You know what? I'm so pissed off. I'm just gonna move on. This is so stupid. I don't get it. Each cell's neighborhood is 8 cells immediately around it. The universe is infinite in both x and y dimensions, and all cells are initially dead except for the return value. Okay, the return value should be a 2D array cropped around all of the living cells. I'm confused, man. I'm gonna move on. This is some bullshit. I don't understand what they're asking me of. Maybe I shouldn't rank up. I think I'm gonna let go of my ego, or at least go back down to 5Q, you know? Okay, here's something that's interesting. Well, no more of this tablet thing. Okay, so alright, this drawing shows 6 squares. The drawing shows 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. The sides of which have length of 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. It's easy to see that the sum of the parameters of these squares is 4 times equals 4 times 20 equals 80. I hate this music. So the drawing shows 6 squares, the sides of which have a length of 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay. It's easy to see that the sum of the parameters of these squares is 4 times sum of the perimeters of these squares is 4 times 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 equals 4 times 20 equals 80. Okay, okay. Really? Is that really 20? Okay, alright. Could you give the sum of the perimeters of all the squares in a rectangle when there are n plus 1 squares? Could you give the sum of the perimeters of all the squares in a rectangle when there are n+1 squares disposed in the same manner as in the drawing. Hint, see Fibonacci sequence. Let's see here. Go Python. Whoa. What is going on? There we go. That was interesting. Why would I need to use a Fibonacci sequence? Hint. Why would I need to use Fibonacci? 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. I don't care. I know about the Fibonacci, but I don't get why I need to use that. Okay. The drawing shows 6 squares, the sides of which the length are 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay. Could you give the sum of the perimeters of all the squares in a rectangle when there are n+1 squares disposed in the same manner as in the drawing? So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. The function parameter has a parameter n, where n+1 is the number of squares. They are numbered from 0 to n. And returns the total parameter of all the squares. I'm so confused. Okay, so the function parameter has for parameter n, where n+1 is the number of squares. They are numbered from 0 to n. And returns the total perimeter. I keep saying parameter. Oh, it is parameter. And then now this says perimeter. And returns the total perimeter of all the squares. I get that part. I get trying to get the return the total perimeters. Maybe I'm thinking way too hard. I'm gonna write my notes down using a tablet because I really don't understand. So let me see something. Sorry, this is junk. How do I delete the whole thing? Make it all huge. Oh, maybe I'll just use a new. There we go. All right. But why would I need to use Fibonacci though? Let's see here. So the perimeter of 5 would bring 80. Should return 80. Oh! Oh! Man, I am slow. Okay. Let's say it's perimeter 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! Because the Fibonacci sequence is this, like 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Is that 13? So 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 8 plus 13 is 22, I think. 21. Sorry. And so, because it's n+1, you would actually, in like if it was like a list or like some sort of vector, you would actually have 6 numbers. You know, 1 dot 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 to 6, like, or 6 values in a number. I mean, not the index would have to have like 6 indexes. Okay. And because like you're just calculating the Fibonacci sequence, what does that have to do with the number of squares? I mean, what's the point? And then if you just add all this together, if it was perimeter 5, it would equal 80 because 4 times the total sum of this is 80. Okay, I get it. But if perimeter is 7, let's see here. So you would actually have 8 values because it starts with a 0. The index starts with a 0. 0. But you would actually have 8 values. Like, let's say if it was in a list. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. And so if you calculate that times 4, it would equal 216, right? Hold on one sec. Let me see. Isn't that kind of easy though? 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 13 plus 21 times 4, 216. Yep. Okay, I get it. This whole square thing is just a faux pas of like just an excuse of having a times 4. It's really just this. Like, you don't really need to use these squareless rectangle illustrations. All you need to do is try to calculate the Fibonacci sequence, sum it up times 4, and you got your answer. Isn't that just what it is? I think that's the solution. Let's see here. Problem is how do I do that? Okay, all right, that's where all the thinking comes in, baby. Let's go, let's do this, let's challenge our brains. At least we got a direct answer, I think, or at least we got some sort of direction, right? I'm kind of excited. Wait, what am I doing? All right, hold on. F out of here, close terminal, get the F out of here. First of all, I need to calculate how to calculate the Fibonacci sequence. I did this a long time ago, like maybe like 50 years ago, because I'm that old. I am 56 years old. But I get it. The Fibonacci sequence. Let's say A equals 1, B equals 1. The Fibonacci sequence would be like, if you want to put 8, you want to do this 8 times. So instead of using a for loop, let's say that you want to use a while loop, right? And like, let's say like you want to you want to go over this 8 times, right? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First of all, I'd rather create a list to store it all into it. So list A equals whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a much more elegant way to do this. I'm pretty sure there's a way better way to do this than this. Maybe I could use a for. Nah, fuck it. I'll just go the ugly way, the noob, like ugly way, and people are gonna scream, "No, you don't fucking do it that way." Shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna do my way first. Hold on one sec. So while, and then iterations is probably 8 times. So while iterations is less than or equal to 8, what we're gonna do, so A, let's say, I think I know. You know what? Maybe I should just do this first. Like, let's I think I know what to do. Like just do the first 2. I know you have A1 and you have list A. So I know there's 8 iterations, but since there's already 2 in lista, it'll be 6. So iterations minus 2 because 1 is already in list A. Lista. So it should really be 6. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I doing this? What's the point of iterations? Just do like while. Let's just do a count equals 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you'd actually have 9 values. 8. So it would be like, I'm making it way harder than it really is. Let's just do if counta is less than or equal to 6, because within the thing you're gonna do that. So anyways, you already have lista and you have A and B. A what was count of list? Is it count? Oh, len. Duh, it's len, you idiot. Okay, it's len, yeah. So len lista, man, that's how out of practice I am right now. Oh, I didn't even like. Len list as 2. Okay. So if len lista is equals 2, actually. This is so ugly. If len lista is equal to 2, whoops. This is infinity looping. Why is this infinity looping? Why is this infinity looping? What am I doing wrong? Hold on a sec. Whoops. I'm such a noob. Hold on. List dot append A plus B. So if that happens, what is listed now? 1 1. Whoa. Yeah. 1 1 2. Hold on one sec. Let's try something. Let's go back. Okay. This wouldn't work. Good. Okay, that makes sense. So I did plus equals to 1. Counter is less than or equal to 6. While counter is less than... Why is this like... why is this infinity looping? I don't get it. Man, I'm such a noob. While count to 0, count to plus gives is plus 1. Oh, do I just do this instead? There we go. Let's see what list looks like now. Okay. Else. Oh, man, my brain cannot do this. If this was A and B, you want to shift that to B. A is the new B, so A, but then the old A, or A is now the B, but B is now the new number. Hold on one sec. Can I just do this? B is now the number that's already last, so list a -1. And then you can do this again, list a dot append A plus B. See what that looks like now. Hold on. One, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. Is that right? I don't think I did this right. Oh, I think I did this right. Am I following the directions right? Hey, where's my thing? Oh, here we go. Is it always going to be Fibonacci? Seems like it is. And then after you do that, all you just do is sum times 4, right? So while you do that, and then after that you just do sum lista and then times 4. Why don't you just return sum lista times 4? Does that work? So sum lista times 4. 352 if I do 6. I don't think this is necessary. Maybe I don't need that. Well, I'm going to control X this. Whoops. Ooh. Hey, it still works. All right, whatever. Oh, what does lista look like again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. Oh, I'll count as 6. I'll count as 0. N is n minus 1, but n is always going to be count minus 2. So if I just did this, oh wait, I have to achieve how many iterations there are. So let's say if I did 6, it would be iterations minus 2. So while counta is less than or equal to n, yeah, it still works. 132. What's lista? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, that's good. Is this the... I don't even really need a equals 1, b equals 1 then. I mean, well, actually maybe I do because it's Fibonacci sequence, so the very first couple of numbers is always going to be 1 and 1, right? Or do we have to start with 0? Let's see here. Let's see here. 5 is 80, so let's see. So if there's going to be 5 iterations, it's 80. Oh. Well, obviously 0 doesn't even really work with anything anyway, so what is the damn point? So we start off with 1, it seems like. This only assumes that the Fibonacci sequence always starts off with 1. If it changes, then I have to like figure like A equals 0 and B equals 1 then. But it's always like I think it's just assuming that it's always just gonna be 1. I feel like I'm doing too much, man. There's definitely a more elegant way to do this. So if this is the noob way, this is the dirty method. I'm not Pythonistic about that. What can we do to clean up this code to make it better? Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. That doesn't work. This is so ugly. I mean, if perimeter equals 5, it would output 80, right? And of course, iterations is actually n. I'm gonna say new n. I could always just do. This is just this is just troubleshooting, so we don't really need iterations. We can just have n minus 2. I hate that. I hate how I have to instantiate 1 1 first already. If I just did this, and if I just took this out, if I took, well, I have to have that index list out of range. Oh, whoops. list index out of range. Is it always going to be n-1? So noob. How is it index out of range? Why is it index list out of range? Oh, because -1 doesn't have... So if list is... Wait, hold on. I didn't know that. True. You don't have -1 because it's out of range already. So, oh, that's why. Can you just do this? Just have this at least? It would that wouldn't make any difference than what I just finished then. So confusing. I hate the fact that I'm doing it like this. I really gotta clean this thing up. I wonder if there's any there's a better way of doing this. I mean, I figured it out originally, but this code's so ugly! I have to settle for this piece of shit. A equals 1, B equals 1, count is 0 iterations. 5, whatever. This is just troubleshooting. List of 1, 1. I could always, like... Does the Fibonacci sequence always start off with 1? It starts off with 0 in this one. But he says that there's going to be n-1 relationships, or n+1 squares. Could always just do this. I could maybe just do it this way too. For I in range len, or I in range iterations. What's the difference? I mean, there's got to be a more elegant way of doing it this way. This is so ugly. What if I just did list a let's see here. If I had nothing on this list, I don't even need count anymore, actually. If I had nothing on this list, maybe not. Why is this so ugly? I could always do this. Oh no, you can't. It's not a simple list comprehension. Whatever, I'm just gonna go with this. This is so stupid though. Whatever, man. I am not satisfied with this answer, but it does work. Hate that. if I just did this? Nope. I don't like this answer, man. There's gotta be a more Pythonistic way of doing this answer. This is 5Q? Are you serious? $7,957 milliseconds. That's horrible. Oh, it is so not Pythonistic though. Wait, I didn't log in. What is yield? Oh, he didn't even use the list. Oh yeah, he did. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, he didn't use a list method. That's really smart. Oh, he used a fucking fib. That's funny. Can you do that? Is that allowed using a Fibonacci function? Ooh, this is even better. I like this one better. 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't like that list method way. You know what? That's a good idea. Why would I use a list? I should stop using lists. That's a bad way to do this. This is a bad way. I don't like lists. I don't think I should use list. List just feels like it's getting very... How do I rank up though? I don't care. Why is this giving me anxiety or something? What the hell? How do you rank up? I wanna Google that. How do you rank up in Code Wars? Okay. What's honor? The only way to gain rank is solving catas. And you can gain honor in different ways. Solving catas, publishing catas. Oh. We are interested in obtaining 2 scores. From a given int. We are interested in obtaining 2 scores from a given integer. Okay, 2 scores. The first score, the sum of all integers obtained from the power set of the digits of the given integer that have the same order. So we are interested in obtaining 2 scores. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Okay, hold on. We are the sum of all integers obtained from the power set of the digits of the given integer that have the same order. What is power set? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 12, 13, 14 plus 23, 24, 34. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10. Oh my god. Okay. The sum of all. Okay, so this. Alright, man. I don't even want to think of the second score right now. That sounds really interesting. The sum of all integers obtained from all the contiguous substrings of each given. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! The first integer higher than 100 that has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. Its first score is 258, the second one is 234, 236. Okay. What the hell? The first integer, okay, higher than 100 that has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. Its first score is 258, the second one is 234. Is this still an example? The common divisors for both scores are 2, 3, and 6. Oh. Is it really? In fact, the integers 294 and 468 are the ones in the range of 1 to 5. What? You lost me in this part. I don't get it. Your task in this kata is to create a function that may find that have the maximum amount of common divisors for the scores described above. What? Okay. The The first integer higher than 100 that has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. What, really? Are we still talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, or are we talking about just 204? Its first score is 258, the second one is 234. The common of both is 236. Divisors? In fact, the integers 294 and 460 are the ones in the range of 1 to 5 that have both scores with 7 common divisors. The maximum amount of common divisors in that range. Your task in this kata is to create a function that may find the integer or integers that have the maximum amount of common divisors for the scores described above. Oh. Your task in this kata is to create a function that may find integer or integers that have the maximum amount of divisors for the scores described above. As you can see, the function should receive limits of range A through A and B and outputs an array with the maximum amount of factors. The function may output only one number. $204. Really? The first integer higher than 100 that has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. Its first score is 258 and the second one is 234. Where is this coming from? Where's 258 and 234 coming from? I'm confused. What? I get this, I get how you're supposed to calculate the score, which is already tough in itself. But what the hell does this mean? The first integer, higher than 100, that has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. Where'd that come from? Are we talking about this example or what? What? I'm confused. Why can't I follow this? Its first score is 258. What? The second one is 230. Okay, so there's 258 and 234. The common divisors for both scores are 236. Okay. Okay. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, so basically you just have to find common divisors. The first integer higher than 100 that has both scores. What does this have to do with anything? I'm so confused. I'm still confused, man. What does first integer higher than 100 mean? 258 divided by 2, of course. 258 divided by 3, 86. 258 divided by 6, 43. Okay, they are divisible. 234 divided by 3, 78. 234 divided by 6, it's 39. Okay. Really? Is that the only thing? The Really? So 1979 divided by 204. No, it's not. Are we talking about this one? What the hell is this sentence all about? I don't get it, man. Its first score is 2-5 and this one makes more sense. First, I think I get what you're saying. I don't get this first sentence. Anyways, I get what this is. In fact, the integers 2, 9, 4, and 4 6 are in the range of 1 to 5 that have both scores with 7 common divisors. Wow. The maximum common factors in that range. Okay. That would be kind of insane if I had to do like, oh my god, bro. There we go. Ooh, this hurts my eyes a little bit. Your task is to create a function that may find the integer or integers that have the maximum amount of common divisors for the scores divided. Okay. What does that have to do with 105? I don't get that. What's the point of that? That have both scored with 7 common divisors. What does that have to do with anything? I don't get this part. Why are you giving us random knowledge? I get the 7. So basically you just want us to find, okay, we just have to calculate 2 scores based upon the 2 integers, and then we just have to find all divisors between the 2 scores. Why couldn't you just say it that way? As you can see? Shut the fuck up with the as you can see, you Chinese fuck. The function should receive the limits of range A to B and outputs an array with the maximum amount of factors. Okay, I got this. So if there's like if there's a score of 7 and 294, as you can see, the function should receive the limits range and outputs an array with maximum and the found number sorted. Enjoy it. I don't think English is his native language. As you can see, the function should receive the limits of range A through B and outputs an array with the maximum amount of factors. You lost me in this one. I get this part. And outputs an array with the maximum amount of factors. Okay. Oh, the function receives the limits of range A through B. Well, that's not. Oh. No. That still doesn't make sense to me. So. The function may output only one number. So if the integer is 100 and 300, $121. Oh wait, whoops. We are interested in obtaining 2 scores from a given integer. So total would be 4 scores, right? So if, and it's giving me two integers. The first integer, higher than 100, that has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. The first integer higher than 100. The first score is 258 and the second one is 234. Okay. question sucks, dude. Why can't I comprehend this bullshit? I'm so confused, man. Let's see some discussions. Okay, there's some people that actually know what they're doing, but I need some clarification on this thing. Okay, why do we have A and B? I thought it was just one integer. So anyways, we have a given integer. We have to find the first and second score for that integer. The first integer higher than 100. Yes, it's higher. So are we talking about this? 1, 2, 3, 4? That has both scores with 3 common divisors is 204. Its first score is 258 and the second one is 234. What are we talking about here? 100? Wait, hold on. Okay, 204? What? Okay, so we got 204, right? If we do 2 plus 0 plus 4 plus 2, 0 plus 2, 4 plus 4 plus 204. Okay. So 2 plus 258. Okay. So it is 258. You really didn't have to do this. That sentence threw me off so bad. And the second is 234. Okay, I got you, fam. And the common divisors for both scores are 236. Okay. In fact, the integers 294 and 2468 are the ones in range 100 to 500 that have both scores with 7 common divisors. The maximum amount of common factors in that range. Okay. I don't get that part. So if we have 2 integers now, it's not just one integer, he's giving us 2 integers to calculate all this bullshit. Okay. 2 2 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2, 9 plus 2, 4 plus 9, 4 plus 456. And then the second part is 2 plus 9 plus 4 plus 29 plus 94 plus 294. $432. Now we do 468, huh? 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 46 plus 48 plus 68 plus 468. Oh, what is that? $648. 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 46 plus 68 plus 468. In fact, the integer is 2944. Are the ones in range that have both scores of 7 common divisors? What are the 7 common divisors? Oh! I get more confused with the set of instructions than anything else. The first integer, I don't get it. Does anyone get this? I'm so confused, man. I'm gonna skip this. I don't get this. Skipping it, sorry man. I just don't get the question. Alright, let's do this one. What is camera? Camera can't be accessed because it's being used by another application. Must be because it's OBS.